Hi guys, welcome to Nine's Corner. Wait a minute, that's the wrong channel.
Out. Hi guys, welcome to Nine's Corner. Thank you, Papa. Welcome everybody to Nine's Corner. As soon as I set my arse down, the next thing it started to rain. So I had to get up, come in here, and do my reading here. So I'm trying to take advantage of all days that are left because it's getting cold. And I'm starting to see leaves change. I'm not ready. I'm still in summer mode, but it's chilly, so what can you do? All right, so I said, guys, help a girl out. Ask me some questions. And you guys did. I just love you guys. I just love you. So I did get an email from Carol, who is starting to learn about tarot, and she asked me, how do I open and close? So I'm just going to do a quick little tell. I always have salt rocks. I usually get them from Winners. They always have like a little selection of them. So I always have those. I always start by rubbing my hands in the salt rocks because I'm trying to get rid of any negativity that I could be bringing to the table with my own issues, problems, thoughts, or what have you. And the next part, it depends on my mood. If I'm in a good mood, I could just be like, surround me in protection and lead me to truth. Thank you very much. And I start my reading. But if I've got a lot on my mind, or if something is holding me back, or, whatever it is, sometimes I'll be there and go, universe, I just don't understand this part and that part. Can you make sure and I could be there for like 15 or 20 minutes, like having like a little therapy session for myself. But it depends on how much baggage do I have and how much do I have to let go before I start a reading. And then at the end of the reading, I always have my candle lit in the beginning, and I always put it out. I don't blow it out. I put my fingers together and take it out. And then I always say, harm it none, so mote it be. I realize that's a Wicca term, but I just had learned about all religions outside of my own Catholicism. I don't remember half of it, but I see Buddha. I love the learning, and sometimes you pick up on stuff and it just works for you, so that works for me. So that's how I open and close my readings. And so now I'm going to read some of the questions that I got, and I thank you very much for them. So Deborah asks, how is COVID going to affect ISIS, Taliban, and then the Afghanistan people? Let's have a look. So first, ISIS. How is COVID going to affect ISIS? We got the Ace of Swords. It's going to be a difficult time. There's going to be a force there. There's going to be a flight there. A force, a flight. They're going to be cut down, but like everybody else, but they're going to push. It's like they have no other choice but to push through, and they're going to fight even with COVID. So is it going to affect them? You betcha. But it's almost like what they're fighting for, it has such a strong hold on them, and they believe that if they can come to victory, that this is like a religious thing to them. So it's not just about their country, it's about the essence of who they are, and they're not willing. They are going to fight bitterly, and they are going to be hurt and taken down by COVID. Let's look at the Taliban. How is coronavirus going to affect the Taliban? I mean, Five of Swords. Not good cards. I mean, this is just, letting you know that there's going to be just fighting and arguing and people suffering and trying to fight to get their medicine or their food or their loved one. It's it's like the Taliban is going, because it's, I feel as though, see, it's hard to say because it's such a big to-do. But with the Five of Swords, I feel as though COVID is going to defeat the Taliban to a certain extent. It's like it's like coronavirus is going to hit the Taliban, and it's going to cause them to retreat and have a certain amount of defeat. That that coronavirus and its effects could in the future cause them to weaken. But I don't know if this is a good thing or not, because that could mean that ISIS could get stronger, or other countries, because it won't be the Westerners getting in. So you could be looking at Russia, China opening the door here. But as far as coronavirus is concerned, this is going to take a real bite out of the Taliban. So we're going to look at, oh, I just put that card in upside down. Sorry. Next is the Afghanistan people. Because God, God bless them. There's this small group of people covering this small piece of land that have this unbelievable power. And, most of these people are just like you and I, just trying to make ends meet, just trying to live as much of a happy life as we can. They can't help where they were born or, the politics around them. How is coronavirus going to affect Afghan people? Ooh. We got Judgment, so this is life-changing, life-challenging. Unfortunately, these people are going to have a certain amount of suffering, and they are going to have a really, really difficult time dealing with coronavirus. They're at the beginning of it. This is going to be transformational for the Afghan people. I'll leave it at that. Okay, so for the next question, Barbara asked, when will things balance towards the positive rather than the negative? When will people become nice to each other? She joked about politicians being nice. God bless. So what's going to happen? When are we going to see some positive changes? At least see the pendulum just kind of, because we kind of had the pendulum from the 60s go into the 80s where, we were money hungry, but there was We Are the World and all those kind of things. And now we've just kind of swung back this way. And it's like there's this lack of respect, a lack of just please and thank you and human kindness. So, Barbara, when are we going to see some changes? Okay, this is good. This is good. We got the 10 of Wands. The 10 means that we're coming to the end, and the 10 is also a 1 when you put 1 plus 0. So that means the 10 is the end, but it's also the beginning of a new cycle. So we are at the end of a heavy load. Now, unfortunately, we got to go through this. We are that generation, but this definitely means that better times are coming to this earth. So I love that. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you. Okay. Rhonda. Rhonda asked, why was Pompeo and Barr in Italy before the election? Why was Pompeo and Barr in Italy before the election? Now, We do know that they were trying to go over and, you know, make it look like the Pope was on their side, but the Pope wouldn't meet with Pompeo. And they were certainly trying to put some political pressure there for, you know, different variety of reasons. So let's look and see, was there more there? Because they were obviously there to try to put pressure, but what kind of pressure? What, you know, who would dare to go up against the Pope? Pompeo and Burr. Oik. The devil. Knight of Pentacles coming in with information saying, hey guys, you know that we know this. So we want this, that, or the other thing. Oh my gosh. Burr and Pompeo went over there to put political pressure to, it wasn't just for the reasonings that they gave. They were going over there to put pressure so that they would use their influence, because we got the devil here and God knows what that means. I don't even want to go down. Let's just say that Trump and Epstein and maybe have something in common. They have the goods on them, they had the information by having the pentacle here, and this is putting stress and weighing them down. So that was gross. That was disgusting. Let's just say pedophile ring came to my mind. And oh. Sorry, that was... Okay. Oh, I didn't write down who gave me this question. Sorry. Did Putin give the order for the bombing at the airport? Did Putin have anything to do with the bombing at the airport? Sorry, I didn't write down who said it or who asked it. Did Putin give the order or have anything to do with the bombing at the airport in Kabul? You betcha. You betcha. Wheel of Fortune. Why, whether directly or indirectly, he's part of a group, an organization. He's part of a design that was already there in place when Trump was there, probably before Trump was there, and Putin is right there with them. I mean, how such a small, insignificant man can have so much power? It's just, wow. So yeah, I think that Putin, oh, sorry, I'm banging the table. I do think that Putin had something to do with that. He was in on the ground floor. He certainly knew about it. Or his intelligence let him know about it before it was ever going to happen. But I don't think that's very hard, because I think most people were predicting it. Okay, so my last question, because I don't like to go over, 15 minutes or so. Carol asked, was the Supreme Court or anybody in the Supreme Court involved with the January 6th insurrection? Was anybody on the Supreme Court involved with the January 6th insurrection? We got the Queen of Swords, Strength card. Queen of Swords. Somebody had something to say. The Strength card, some influence there. Three of Pentacles, dark money. You know what, Carol? Yes, somewhere, somehow, there is involvement, that there's some strategy of them having strength to be able to do something, to be able to bring the law down, or have their words to be able to strengthen up whatever Trump and them have asked for. This is pre-planned and dark money. Oh my God. Does this have to do with Kavanaugh? Knight of Cups. It doesn't look like a direct hit. I don't think that they are directly involved, but they are being asked or involved with Trump and saying, hey, if this happens, I need you to do X, Y, Z. So there is some indirect involvement there. Alrighty. That's my few questions that I picked out. And I hope you enjoyed our little reading. As always, I have our Unity candle lit for each and every one of us. And here's to everybody having a great weekend. And I will see you Sunday for our weekly vibes. All right? Take care. Cheerio.